So once you end your PearDeck presentation, what happens to all that data? PearDeck automatically creates a new folder in your drive called PearDeck. Within those folders, you'll find takeaways. Each time you use a PearDeck slide deck, it'll create a folder. If you use that same deck over and over, you'll find subfolders are within the first one. So I've only given this PearDeck once. You'll see that there are multiple files inside this folder. Now, the first file is always going to be a blank. It's the questions and the slides that were in your presentation. But each one after that is the responses of each individual student. I was the only student in my presentation. Let's take a look at how I did. Now, this can be pushed out through Google Classroom so that it's returned to students immediately, but also you can use it to review. There's still an editable portion where students can type, like write a summary later as they return to review their responses. Or they can make notes as far as what they learned in each slide or some other prompt that you give, perhaps for collaboration. So here I can see the way that I responded. How did I feel on the continuum, on the would you rather, when I placed the markers on the map, my answer to the bell ringer, my guesses as far as the significance of each of the dates on the timeline, my responses when asked to mark the text, how I circled the correct choice, how I graphed a line, if I knew the general locations of each of the pieces of architecture, labeling the brain. I don't know it all is not the name of that lobe. My thoughts as far as my viewpoint and another point of view on this topic. My responses on the thinking map. And the slides that only had information that didn't offer any interactions are also included. You'll also notice that each student gets a little PearDeck graphic, this one being Sacagawea with Lewis and Clark. Sometimes it's entertaining just to see what PearDeck puts in at the end.